Some houses don't need doors to trap you. They only need your curiosity.
If you haven't seen this video before, you're completely unaware of a dangerous truth, one that most people are too afraid to talk about. Watch till the end.
Some houses don't need doors to trap you. They only need your curiosity. In 2018, a family in Nevada discovered this the hard way, because what entered their home was never human. This is the true story of the Whispering House.
Disclaimer. This story is intended to strengthen the brave, not to frighten the weak-hearted. The purpose of this video is entertainment, awareness, and storytelling based on real reports and witness accounts. We do not promote superstition, blind belief, or fear. Viewer discretion is advised. If you are sensitive to horror content or watching alone at night, please proceed with caution. We sincerely hope you find this story engaging and memorable till the very end. Don't just stand quietly. Some houses remember pain, and some houses are not empty. Tonight, I'm going to tell you one of the most disturbing dark jinn stories ever reported in the United States. A story so terrifying that federal authorities sealed the property forever. This is the real story of the Whispering House of Nevada. In early 2018, David Miller moved his family from Las Vegas to a quiet desert town in Nevada. His wife Sarah wanted peace. The house they found was strangely cheap. Built in 1946, 3 bedrooms, large basement. Previous owners unknown. The realtor avoided eye contact. When David asked why the price was so low, she simply said, "People don't stay here long." On moving day, an elderly woman from across the street approached Sarah. Her voice was shaking. She whispered, "If you hear footsteps at night, don't follow them." Sarah laughed nervously. The woman continued, "And if someone calls your name at 3 a.m.? It's not human." Then she walked away. At exactly 3:07 a.m., Sarah woke up. She heard the refrigerator door open. David went to check. The kitchen was empty, but the fridge was wide open. As David turned back toward the stairs, he heard a child giggle. Coming from the basement, Emily was asleep upstairs. Within days, Emily began talking to someone invisible. She called him the Black Uncle. She said he lived under the house. One night she told her father, "He doesn't like Mommy." David assumed imagination, until Emily started waking up with fingerprints on her arms. Cold fingerprints. David installed security cameras. 3 nights later, motion detection triggered at 3:11 a.m. What he saw froze his blood. A tall black figure moved across the basement ceiling, upside down. Its eyes reflected white light. It had no face. David researched the property. In 1892, the land belonged to a mining camp. Records showed African workers died violently during riots. Mass graves were suspected beneath the neighborhood. One journal mentioned, dark beings appeared after bloodshed. Desperate, David contacted a local Muslim imam. The moment the imam entered the basement, he stopped. He whispered, "This is not a ghost. This is an ancient desert jinn." He explained that trauma and death had opened a spiritual doorway. The jinn had claimed the house, and now the family. That same night, Sarah collapsed. Her voice changed. Deep, male. She screamed, "This house is mine." Emily lifted off the floor. Walls vibrated. Lights exploded. The temperature dropped violently. The imam began reciting Quranic verses. Dark liquid leaked from the walls. David watched his daughter float while his wife spoke in another language. For 3 hours, the imam fought the entity. The jinn screamed through Sarah, "You cannot remove me. I was here before your God." The imam responded, "You were created from fire. You will obey." Suddenly, Emily dropped. Sarah passed out. The house went silent. Police were called. Then federal agents arrived. The family was relocated. The house was condemned. The basement was filled with concrete. Official records were sealed. Google Maps now blurs the property. Locals still report whispers, and footsteps, and children crying underground. After that night, Emily stopped smiling. She would sit for hours staring at corners. Sometimes she whispered words no one could understand. Her drawings became disturbing. Black figures, burning eyes, a tall shadow standing over her bed. One drawing showed the basement filled with bones. When Sarah asked what it meant, Emily replied softly, "He showed me." Even after leaving the house, strange things continued. Hotel room doors opened by themselves. TVs turned on at 3 a.m. Mirrors fogged up with fingerprints. Sarah woke with scratches on her back. David realized the jinn had attached itself to the family, not the house. One night in their temporary apartment, David saw it again, standing in the hallway. Tall, thin, black smoke leaking from its body. It bent its neck sideways and whispered, "You cannot escape property of fire." David grabbed Emily and ran outside barefoot. Neighbors reported hearing animal screams. Security cameras later showed a shadow passing through walls. The imam returned. He looked exhausted. He told David, "This jinn is older than your country. It fed on violence from the mines. It doesn't hunt randomly. It chooses bloodlines." He performed protection rituals on Emily, placed Quranic verses inside the walls, burned black seeds and salt. He warned, "If you speak about it publicly, it may react." 2 months later, the family vanished from public records. No social media, no forwarding address. The imam stopped answering calls. A former FBI worker anonymously posted online, "This case was not paranormal. This was containment." Locals still visit the sealed house. They say if you stand quietly at 3:11 a.m., you hear breathing beneath the concrete, and a voice saying, "Come home." With boarded windows and broken fences, do not stop. Do not record. Do not investigate. Because once it notices you, it doesn't follow, it waits. And when you finally feel safe, that's when it comes. And when you finally feel safe, that's when it comes.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos and support that channel.